Hello, planet Earth. Welcome to my YouTube channel. We're at IDK, my BFF Jill 730. I'm Preston L. Young, wishing you warm salutations and congratulations as always. You've made your way to the Buffington Post. So, today we will be continuing my Season 9 coverage with Angel and Faith Season 9, issue number 10. It's women of a certain age. Yes, I've been waiting for this one. Sophronia and Lavinia. Now, if you like this issue after everything I've gone through, you can actually check out Sophronia and Lavinia's whole story through Season 9 and on into Season 10 and my Buffyverse discussion on the two because I love Sophronia and Lavinia. So who are they? Well, let's find out. So previously on Angel and Faith,
all you really need to know is Angel killed Giles at the end of Season 8, and now he and Faith are going around trying to reconstruct Giles' soul by using this nipple-piercing tooth of Amut. Now we know that they already have at least two parts of Giles' soul, one from the first arc and one from the second arc. And that's what they're doing.
So with no further ado, let's just jump right into it. It's Angel and Faith, Season 9, issue number 10, Women of a Certain Age.
Once in every lifetime comes a love like this. Oh, I need you, you need me. Oh, my darling, can't you see? Young ones, darling with a young one. The young ones shouldn't be afraid to live, love. There's a song to be sung, 'cause we may not be the young ones very long.
Okay, so this issue picks up right where issue 9 leaves off, with Angel and Faith headed back home after all the drama with Drusilla. They are coming up to the house, and Angel says, "Hey, Faith." And she says, "Look, dude, I'm tired of talking about my feelings. I'm over it." And he says, "No, there's somebody in the house." So they open the door, they go in the house, and there are these two 21-year-olds, and they are just chilling, doing their nails, and drinking wine. So they're like, "Oh, hey girl, why don't you top off my drink?" So Faith says, "Who the hell are you?" And basically she explains that, well, I'm Sophronia and this is Lavinia, and we are Rupert's great aunts. So this is weird because we've never heard about Sophronia and Lavinia before, but we've actually seen them in the very first issue. They were the portrait behind Faith when Angel revealed that he wanted to bring Giles back from the dead. So we have seen them, we just didn't know exactly who they were. So yes, they are Giles' grandmother's sisters, and Faith says, "Hey, Giles never mentioned you guys, what's the what?" And actually they were in his will. All inhabitants of the country home may stay there. And so Faith thought that Giles was referring to the horses there in Bath. But that's just not the case, and so Sophronia and Lavinia have come to Angel and Faith because they have problems, and right when Sophronia is about to explain them, oh, it's so dreadfully Monty Python, because here comes this demon crashing through the door. So it turns out that Sophronia and Lavinia are immortal, okay? Obviously, they're Giles' great aunts, and they look younger than Faith, so they are immortal. So the reason that they are immortal is because this particular demon who crashes through the door, he is one of the many demons contributing to their immortality. You see, Lavinia had actually offered her life and soul to this demon for a salve that banishes cellulite. So, yes. And the thing was, she would give him her life and soul on the day that she got her first gray hair. But Sophronia and Lavinia, they do deals like this all the time, and so they don't age. And so her gray hair is never going to come, but Buffy and Angel kind of destroyed magic, right? And yesterday, they both got their first gray hairs. So this demon comes through, Angel and Faith kill the demon. And Faith is like, "Okay, you guys need to go." Well, there's kind of a catch in that this is not the first time that they've made this deal. And so everybody comes to collect on Sophronia and Lavinia's debts, okay? So we look outside and there are just a shit ton of demons. And so we have some really funny stuff. There's this one demon that comes in and Sophronia's like, "Oh, I don't even know why you're here because what you gave me was supposed to give me six-pack abs. Does this look like six-pack abs to you? No, you need to go on somewhere." So all of these demons come in and out. Faith and Angel are taking care of most of them. And then this one demon comes in and he says, "Look, I really just want a kiss from Lavinia." And so Angel says, "You're on your own with this one, honey." So, super funny. Lavinia has to kiss this guy. So, Angel goes about putting the house back together after all the demons appear to have gone, okay? And so then we get to the meat of the issue. Faith wants to know, who the hell are you guys? What's the deal? Why are you here? And so it turns out that Sophronia and Lavinia, they actually went to young Rupert's home where he lived with his father, and I'm not sure if his grandmother lived there or not. It's kind of up in the air. But anyway, Edna, of course, is a watcher, and her son, Rupert's father, is also a watcher. We found out this in season 1 of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. So sure enough, here comes Sophronia and Lavinia, and they want this thing called the Shard of Stranos. And the Watchers Council would not trust them with it, obviously, but they figured, hey, maybe we could ask our lovely sister Edna. But Edna and her son are basically saying, no, you can't have it because you're so irresponsible. You've got way, crazy magical potential, but you don't even use it for anything other than your own selfish reasons. So we're not just going to let you play this super powerful artifact, which, okay. So then, holy crap, this light demon shows up, and it turns out that this light demon had kind of manufactured this whole plan. The reason that Sophronia and Lavinia want this Shard of Stranos thing is because it has the ability to turn matter into energy, and it can also turn energy into matter. So this light demon shows up, and he says, yeah, they want the shard to get their lovers trapped out of their mirrors. And so... okay, so this is really funny because Sophronia and Lavinia are very, very vain and shallow, and so the idea that their lovers would actually be trapped inside their mirrors, it's like, oh, well, what else are they doing anyway? Of course they'd be looking in the mirror, so here's your boyfriend, he's there too. It's really funny to me. So anyway, this light demon has come to collect the Shard of Stranos for himself, so that he can use it on himself and all of his light demon friends, and they can become physical beings and take over the world, okay? Edna says, I will destroy this thing before I'll let you get to it, but then Light Demon goes after her and the shard kind of falls on the ground. So then young Rupert comes along and he picks up this shard, and when he does, he activates its power. And this turns the Light Demon into a physical being. Hey, you got what you want, but oops. Edna chops his head off. And, that's what happens when you get what you wish for in the Buffyverse. So right after this, Rupert isn't going to be a fighter pilot anymore. He's not going to get to run around and play. He is scooped up. They take him to the Watchers Academy to ruin his childhood. Sophronia and Lavinia, they say, hey, don't ruin his childhood. We could teach him about magic. We're good at magic. And he's obviously got our level of magic ability. So let's try and keep him a kid a little bit longer. Well, Rupert's father and Edna are like, screw that. No time to play with you guys. You don't do anything useful with your magic, and you don't do anything that's not selfish with your magic, so we'll do the parenting. You just do what you do. And Edna is so fed up with them that she actually gives them the Shard of Stranos and says, go do what you do. Just leave us alone. You've already ruined enough. So that's the story. That's what's going on. And they actually provide Angel with the Shard of Stranos. They say, hey, we know that you killed Giles, and, we're cool with that because we know that it wasn't your fault. You were all possessed, and Rupert, he knew that he was going to die. If he kept living with magic, you're probably going to die by magic. So they know that Angel wants to bring Giles back from the dead because they hear things. They're all, witchily connected. And so they hand over the Shard of Stranos, and they know that he's got the Tooth of Ammut. And Giles's childhood, his innocence, is presumably trapped in the shard, and it goes into Angel's Tooth of Ammut, so that makes 3 pieces of Giles' soul that we've already got, so yay. And so we get a little bit. Sophronia and Lavinia, they insist on staying at Rupert's house, which is now Faith's, and yeah. So we've got Sophronia and Lavinia goes with Angel, and she says, hey, whatever you need to do it. Bring Rupert back from the dead. I'm here to support you. And Sophronia tells Faith, hey, if Angel tries to go too far, stop him. Kill him if you have to. And I should also add, Planet Earth, that Sophronia believes that Faith and Giles were in a sexual, very sexy relationship together. And so Angel and Faith are both getting kind of conflicting ideas. And then we go to Sophronia and Lavinia, who are both laying in their respective beds, kind of talking to Rupert in a way, just talking about how they spent so much time just doing whatever they wanted to, but that doesn't mean that they're not going to take care of their nephew. They feel this real responsibility to him for stealing his childhood away with their selfish actions, and they are going to just do whatever they can to make sure that he's brought back, and if, things go too far, well, then they've got Faith to take care of Angel. So then here comes another demon, knocking on the door, and Angel's like, okay, I'm gonna snap your neck like a toothpick, blah, blah, blah. Well, it's not another demon, it's Willow. Hey, Willow, where you been? So Willow shows up with the broken pieces of the scythe, and she says, yeah, I know you like to kill people. And that's where we end the issue. So this issue is really funny. Sophronia and Lavinia are really funny. I didn't even go into half of the jokes. She makes fun of Angel's hair. They make fun of Faith. They are just so funny. And the art, normally this art style would not really jive with me. But because Sophronia and Lavinia are so very old, it comes across as very throwback. It looks very kind of like 50s and 60s, and it really works for the issue overall. The confrontation between Faith and Sophronia and Lavinia is really nice because they are very, very different from her. They actually have a really nice point in this where they say that Edna acted like she had the moral high ground just because she decided to get old and die. And the thing about Angel and Faith is they aren't going to undo their pasts. They are who they are. They're never not going to be Angel and Faith, and they're never going to be, the good characters that we expect characters like Buffy and Xander and Willow to be. And of course, Willow has her own shades of gray, which is, hello, why she's here. Because I've said this before about Willow, but there's not enough room on Buffy to explore the darker aspects of Willow's character, and so bringing her over to Angel and Faith is great. Now, what I'm talking about with Angel and Faith not being able to change is Angel really doesn't believe that he can change, and Faith really doesn't believe that she can change, but they still do things. And Sophronia and Lavinia have lived a very long life, and they have not changed. But just because they don't change, they don't see anything wrong with that. They don't see how getting older is somehow a virtue. And I really like their take on that. Just because they value their youth and vitality doesn't make them bad people, and sure, they're shallow and vain, but they're not stupid. They are really capable women. What they have chosen to do with their youth and vitality is the problem, not the youth itself. It's just they aren't doing anything to really help the world, and they haven't done anything to really help the world or people around them up to this point. And so this is really like, even though they're using Angel and Faith pretty much to further their own selfish motivations, they are essentially trying to do something good for Rupert. And I really just love this issue. I love the characters, and it's so nice to have fun in Angel and Faith, isn't it? People, you remember Angel, and you just remember him being badass. But Angel is such a funny show, and he's a really funny character. And to get to remind us of how much fun and how funny Angel and his property can be, it's just a breath of fresh air. And Sophronia and Lavinia are probably hands down the most intriguing and just vibrant characters that we get in season 9. And since the comic books have been going from season 8 all the way into season 10, I feel like Sophronia and Lavinia are definitely the best additions as far as new characters, and I will stand by that just because they provide such fun, and I just really like this issue. I love Sophronia and Lavinia, I love Angel and Faith, and the book is going to keep getting better, especially now that we have Willow back. So it's pretty much all you need to know for Angel and Faith season 9, issue number 10. Women of a certain age. Love it. I love these bitches. They're too funny. Look, they're looking in the mirror in the cover. Just hilarious. So, like, comment, share, subscribe, and as always, question. You can come right back here to the Buffington Post anytime. I've got more Angel and Faith reviews, Buffy the Vampire Slayer reviews. Next, we'll be doing Buffy the Vampire Slayer Season 9, number 10, and after that we're going to do a pit stop after the arc and talk about everything that's going on in the verse. And yeah, have a great day. We'll see you next time.